The Muppet and Sesame Street worlds are in an uproar, and we all know why.
Oh my gosh! You love Elmo, don't you?
Elmo, you okay?
Mr. Laurie, Elmo liked you before.
Social media has been quick to jump to Elmo's defense. After all, the poor little guy was only trying to talk about mental health when he was brutally throttled by a shameless TV personality who wasn't even supposed to be on stage.
Dude, I'm glad you brought up Out of Control because you were on the Today Show this morning. And so was Elmo. Elmo, one might say, loved by all. You want to tell us what happened with Elmo, Larry?
I don't know.
The clip is sort of going around online, Larry. You can't hide from this anymore. It seemed as though the Today Show crew was interviewing Elmo, and you decided before your interview to walk on set and throttle.
And of course, at the end of the day, I have to agree that a line was crossed. But what if there's more to this than meets the eye? And no, I don't mean that it was a bit. The evidence seems to flatly contradict that theory. I mean, what if there's a deeper level to this controversy? Larry David is a real person, but also a character. A character honed through years and years of show business.
Forget the piñata parties, okay? Okay? It's a dangerous game. You could see what could happen. You got kids swinging baseball bats around, and even if the candy comes down, then you got these vultures coming in, getting candy, stuffing it in their pockets, killing each other to get to the candy. It's a crazy, crazy game. It's dangerous. I don't know how the Spaniards do it.
Like Elmo, he serves a function in society. For this video, I'm going to take a look at these roles through a Freudian lens. Sigmund Freud thought the psyche of individuals was divided into three core areas. The id represented subconscious, human passions, desires, and impulses. The superego represented the higher reasoning and ethical center. And the ego was the personality of the individual, always choosing between the two higher and lower aspects of the self. Whether you accept Freud's theories or not, we see these ideas represented in our entertainment all the time. Some things are clearly meant to address the needs of our more primal nature, while others appeal more to our intellectual side.
Okay, that's weird.
When Elmo talks about mental health, listen to what he's really saying.
Well, it's important to remember that we all have a lot of feelings, and that's okay. It's good to know what feeling you're having. And if you're feeling sad or worried or confused, that you can talk to someone that you love and trust. And it's good to talk about it.
There are a wide variety of emotions that we're all feeling out there. When you're watching this video, you could be feeling any one of them. But the question is, how do you deal with those feelings? Elmo suggests talking it over with someone you love and trust. But what if you don't have someone like that in your life? You have to find some other way of dealing with the feelings.
What are you doing? Go cry outside, for God's sake. I'm not coming. It's enough already. I can't hear a thing. Shut up.
Enter Larry David. Larry's characters, from Seinfeld to Curb Your Enthusiasm, are all about confronting ugly emotions with honesty.
Well, you can call it our money, but just for the sake of discussion, he's the one who goes to work and earns the money. You don't work.
All right, what about...
Part of why we laugh is because we can all relate to dealing with these feelings. Just usually not in such extreme, unhealthy ways. Larry said he attacked Elmo because he just couldn't take it anymore.
Elmo was talking.
Yeah.
Okay. I was waiting to be interviewed. And Elmo was going on about mental health, and I had to listen to every word, and I was going to go, oh my God, I don't think I can take another second of this, until I got off my chair, and I approached him, and I throttled him.
There you go.
I couldn't take it.
You couldn't take it.
Yeah.
And this is emblematic of the Larry David style, a more id than superego approach. Acting on negative emotions is done with the goal of achieving catharsis. When we watch Sesame Street, we're hoping to learn something through education. The hope is that what we, or our kids, learn there is going to teach us something positive, like to talk to friends about our feelings, rather than acting out in destructive ways. Curb Your Enthusiasm is the opposite. But I believe, whether conscious or subconscious, the goal is still catharsis. When Larry David feels angry with Elmo, he does so because he is, as Will Wheaton put it, a stupid, self-centered, tone-deaf asshole. But someone who doesn't have anyone to talk to might feel the same way Larry David did. Speaking from experience, I can say that the efforts of those who are trying to help with mental health doesn't always feel like help. Sometimes those efforts feel fake, or phony, or painful. Sometimes mental illness means not having the energy to listen. And aren't the assholes exactly the sort of people that we want to reach with our art anyway? It's important to say that boundaries have to be drawn. Acting on an impulse to throttle a puppet is a lot different than simply dealing with the feelings. And Will Wheaton is not wrong when he says that this kind of behavior is comparable to abuse.
Elmo,
Larry?
I just want to apologize.
Thank you, Larry.
That's very big of you.
Elmo accepts your apology, Larry.
Thank God.
What did he
And
say?
Louis, will you drop the lawsuit?
Elmo accepts your apology.
Oh, yeah, he accepts it. Oh,
Okay, cool.
okay. All right, thank you.
You are such a sweetheart.
Elmo did the right thing by accepting Larry's insincere apology,
And you know what?
What?
I would do it again.
but I doubt they'll be appearing together anytime soon, because that's just good boundaries. What do you think? Is there a healthy middle ground in between Elmo and Larry David? I confess I found Elmo's discussion of mental health a little hard to listen to. When I'm facing anxiety or depression, Elmo is the last person I want to tweet about it. I sometimes find the commercial concerns of keeping Sesame Street on the air and the stated goals of the program to be at odds with one another. If you're dealing with complicated feelings in your life and you don't have anyone you can trust, you are not alone. Here are some numbers you can call to talk to someone who will listen. Whether it's dark comedy or Muppets, I hope you find a healthy way to deal with your emotions. Being human is hard, so be excellent to each other and to yourself. And I'll see you next time.